Hello, Mr. Chu here in our new week of our 52-week series of how to become successful in 2024. So this is our 52 weeks of success that I started, what was it, 3 weeks ago? Yep. So in that very first week in blue up here, I've written week one, write down and memorize your goals. It's very important that it becomes part of you, embedded in your mind. This is what I want to achieve. All right, in red here, I've also got it's your mind. Don't allow any outside interference. What does that mean? There are people that will be negative Nancy's to you. What do I mean by negative Nancy's? They are going to try to take away your goals by being negative. All right, so those were the first 2 weeks. And then the third week, we introduced you to two very important people in the business world. All right, one of them was Henry Ford. Everyone knows about Henry Ford, right? Henry Ford allowed mass production by his assembly line changes. Plus, he wanted to make automobiles affordable. He was very innovative and he changed the automobile industry. Then there was another man by the name of John Wanamaker. John was in the retail business. I believe it was Philadelphia. You could Google him and check him out. What did he do that we take for granted now? Henry Ford, the automobiles. John Wanamaker, when you go in a store, you can look and see what the price is. Before his time, they would haggle the price with you and argue with you. You would go up to the clerk and say, "Oh, let's see, I'll give you $1 for this." And he'd say, "No, $1.25." John Wanamaker was the first one that set up a uniform price tag. All right. And he also changed the way advertising was done because he wasn't afraid to take out full page ads for his different items in newspapers. So now we go to week four. What's week four talking about? Well, why do some people find success and are successful and others don't? Well, we've already listed two important things. Write down your goals, memorize them, and then don't let outside interference. Then be more like Henry Ford and John Wanamaker and add something to whatever your niche is. And we're going to talk about what makes some people successful, some people not successful. There are traits. Now, this is week four from Napoleon Hill's A Year of Growing Rich, a book that he wrote based on his first blockbuster book, Think and Grow Rich. All right, so I'm going to erase the board here, and we're going to put up on the left what makes somebody successful, and on the right, what that unsuccessful person would do. So let's look and see how this boils down now. So I'll just make a tea table here. I'm a math teacher. I like tea tables. And then this is success. And then this would be failure. And failure just means they failed to achieve whatever business goal they had. Okay? So the very first thing, the person that is successful has a purpose. And it's a definiteness of purpose. And then, of course, the person that fails has no purpose. And how do you know what someone's purpose is? You know what their purpose is because they write it down. So they have the goals that they commit to memory, write down and commit to memory. And this person has no goals. They're just kind of a fly by night. Now let's go a little further. Besides that, when they have no purpose and they have no goals, they believe in luck. A successful person doesn't believe in luck. It's by what you do. It's the seeds that you plant. All right. So those are very big differences. So then they've got the purpose, they've got the goals, and they also have a plan. In other words, this is how I'm going to do it. Of course, this failure has no plan. It's going to be luck. They're going to get there by the luck of it. In the successful person, they think and then they speak. The unsuccessful person, just flip it around. They speak and then they think about it after they've already said something that either made no sense or killed whatever plans they had for their business. The other thing about the successful person, he studies and is knowledgeable. He studies his field, all right? And this person here, doesn't study and is very uneducated in their niche. Whatever they want to do, they're uneducated in that. The other thing that the successful person does, they budget time and money. Well, what about the unsuccessful? They squander time and money. What about the successful person's outlook? They have a positive outlook. And they would say the glass is half full. What do you think the failure has? A negative outlook. And what do you think they say about the glass? It's half empty. And then the very last important trait that Napoleon Hill talks about in his 52 weeks is the successful person has respect for his creator. In other words, he believes. He also prays a lot and for himself and for others. And this person never prays for anything, maybe than himself, but never for others. All right, so there's a huge difference between a man or a woman who's successful and one who's not. The person's mental attitude toward themselves and others will make all the difference in the world. Remember, write down your goals, commit it to memory, and don't let anyone affect you with their negative beliefs. Be an innovator in your business like Ford and Wanamaker and work hard to develop the traits of a successful person to achieve your goals. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and uh, and then follow me on TikTok so you can see more of my valuable videos and we can work together, and in 52 weeks let's all be successful. Thanks, and I'll see you next week.